Well, we started going to the Day of Solitude about 6 years ago. And when we first heard about it, heard that it was a day of retreat, it was a day of silence, it was a day where you got to go to a beautiful location and spend time listening, spend time praying with God, away from it all. And I think when I thought, oh, a day away by myself in silence, away from the busyness of the kids, the activities, going from here to there, I thought to myself, sign me up. Well, I think the pace for families, especially with young kids, is such a hurried pace. And so I think, from going from activities to church events to homework to piano lessons, it's just go, go, go. And I think a day like this really is important to set aside to be able to take a break, from that busyness.
Yeah, I remember that year we weren't able to go, and it really just started off the year not great. We had a hard time settling in, kind of, not focused on what our next year was going to look like for the kids and for us as a family. And so it's really, this has been a time that has united us as a couple in our marriage and in our family, I feel like.
And I take time to walk around. I get a little antsy sitting around for hours is a little much for me. So the retreat center affords that opportunity. You can walk around, you can take some walk breaks. There's a beautiful park and hiking trail that's close by. So I try to mix it up with moving around a little bit and taking that time to walk and talk with the Lord as well.
So I think for me that has been a good time to just reflect and think about our year and our kids, and then after that we usually take the first time to be alone, and then about the last hour we spend it together and talking about what we've heard from the Lord, and so that's been good.
And I really ask God to reveal things in my heart that I need to work on, and also things that are barriers in my life that really need to be removed, that I need to remove to continue to grow in my relationship. I think we've realized just the value of going on these days. When we're there, you just realize, wow, Christ, he set aside time, to be in solitude and silence with the Father. And so when you're there, you realize just the value of that, to be spending kind of that purposeful time with the Lord. And so we know from our experience of just how valuable that is. And so we would definitely encourage, especially young families, to go with just, an open heart, an open mind, with open arms, to see what the Lord really has for them as they spend kind of that time in solitude, that time in silence in His presence.